What's up, cricket loving fans? What's up, sports to the bone family? Welcome back to another video. Yes man, shout out to you all. Big up on yourself wherever you guys are hearing me from. Hope your day is going well. I just want to wish you guys a blessed and a productive day, night, evening, whatever it is when you are hearing this video. Just big up on yourselves, in. Alright, so very interesting one here, my peeps. I was doing some reading yesterday and I was actually on one of these websites that are always putting out cricketing stuff, cricketing stories, and one of the stories that I saw on one of the websites, they were talking about the top 4 teams to watch out for in this year's staging of the T20 World Cup, and they were also talking about 3 players to look out for. So out of all the teams that are going to be participating, they are talking about the 4 teams that fans should look out for, expect good things from these teams, and they spoke about 3 players that are expected to do extremely well. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to share with you guys those 4 teams alongside the 3 players that they listed, and then I'm going to give you guys at least, my 3 players to watch from each of the teams. I'm gonna aim to give you 3. Maybe for some of the teams that I probably don't watch them that often, I might only give you 1 or 2. But the aim is to give you guys at least 3 of the players to watch out for, where each of these teams are concerned. We're talking about players that are expected to really make an impact for their teams. In. So just listen to the thing, my peeps, until the end. And if you're not subscribed yet, remember to subscribe. Alright, so on this list they have, goes without saying, India, right? And as we know, because of the IPL and all of that, they have managed to develop a whole lot of T20 cricketers. So they have India, Australia, the defending champions. The last T20 World Cup, I'm not too sure if anybody had Australia winning, and they were able to go ahead and pull a rabbit out of the hat, so to speak. And England is next, right? England, very, very good team. The bowling might be a little bit suspect, but where the batting is concerned, very good unit. And Pakistan. So those are the 4 teams that the website actually listed. And we know Pakistan going to be building off the back of people like Babar Azam and Rizwan and these guys. So those are the 4 teams that they are saying are the top 4 teams to watch. The top 4 teams to watch. And the 3 players that they have there that they are saying that you need to pay attention to. Number 1, Jos Buttler. And the amount of work this man has actually done in T20 cricket, you can understand why he's there. We would have seen him in the IPL the other day. The man was disgustingly good, my peeps. The man was hitting the ball to all different parts of the ground. So Jos Buttler is there, and they also have Babar Azam. Right, Babar Azam, who is expected to do well for Pakistan, the captain, expected to lead from the front, one of the modern day greats. And the 3rd and final player that they have to watch out for, I am thinking that if India is to go far down into this tournament, this player will have a big say in it. And they are talking about Hardik Pandya, right? Hardik Pandya, very good with the bat and good with the ball also. So he probably will have a say in this tournament. So those are the 4 teams and the 3 players that the website that I was looking at, those are the teams and the players that they are saying you need to look out for. Now, as I said, I am going to be aiming to list at least 3 players from each team, each of the teams that I am thinking probably going to need to play a key role for their team to really do well. As I said, the teams that I don't watch them that often, I might only give you 1 or 2 players that I'm familiar with. So we're going to start off with England, and I am selecting Jos Buttler also, and Moeen Ali, right? So Jos Buttler, Moeen Ali, and Ben Stokes. We know how good he is. You understand? So he's definitely going to be there. But beside Ben Stokes, I wanted to do 3, but beside Ben Stokes, I'm going to put the youngster Harry Brook. Right? If he gets an opportunity in the World Cup, I believe that he could work some wonders for them. Not very experienced at international level, but of what I have seen, what I have seen of him so far, definitely looks like a player that can get some work done. I probably would love to see him in the longer format, but he's maybe going to be able to do some stuff for England there. So those are the three players. For Australia now, we're talking about David Warner. He was the last World Cup we had. He was the last T20 World Cup. He was the man of the tournament, if I'm not mistaken, going into the tournament without good form. So he's there. Mitchell Marsh, the man that is expected to play that number 3 role. He's going to be vital for this team, not only because of his batting, his bowling capabilities. I'm not too sure where his fitness is at right now. Just a couple of weeks ago, they were talking about, the games that he was actually playing, just using him to bat and letting him to, giving him an opportunity to recover as it relates to, being able to bowl. So he's definitely going to be key among them. And the next player that I want to put in is Josh Hazelwood. Right, we know Mitchell Stark, Glenn Maxwell. We know all of the teams have players, and people go and say, why you never said this or why you never said that. But these are the ones that I am working with, right? Josh Hazelwood, I believe, will be a handful over there in Australia. New Zealand now, Trent Boult. Man of experience. Those pitches over there, I think those pitches are definitely going to work in his favor. So I'm going to go with him. And Mitchell Satner, another player. Yes, probably surprising, but I'm going Mitchell Satner. And another surprise for you again, Glenn Phillips. I am expecting that Glenn Phillips, this is the T20 World Cup, that he will come into his own and he will play a big part for New Zealand. He would have already shown at the franchise level and at the international level that he's quite good, he's quite capable. But I am thinking that this is the World Cup now that he will definitely step forward and show what he is made of. And India, right? At the top of that, I have Sir Kumar Yadav, right? Man is definitely talented, definitely doing some work with the bat over the last 12 months or so. So he's definitely there. Hardik Pandya, I too agree that, if India are to go down into the tournament, or, if India should have a deep run, then Pandya is definitely going to be vital to that. And the next man that I am going to be talking about is Virat Kohli. Seems to be coming into form right about the time, right as they would say, and crunch time. You understand, right? And crunch time, Virat Kohli seems to be coming around. And there are a whole lot of players that I could call, not only from India, but other teams also that you would expect to do well. People like Rohit Sharma and Pant and all of these guys. But as I said, my viewers and subscribers, these are my 3 personal choices. Not saying that everybody need to work with these choices. These are just mine. Pakistan, we're going Babar Azam, Rizwan and Shadab Khan, the leg spinner there. He is expected to do some work for them. So Babar Azam, Rizwan and Shadab Khan. For South Africa, goes without saying, Quinton will definitely need to step up. He will need to get it down pat. He hasn't been in excellent form these last couple of, the last 2 or so games he played. He got some runs, but generally speaking, he hasn't done too well in T20 of lately. So number 2, we have David Miller, another man that I think will need to score some valuable runs for them, and we're working with Rabada also, right? And I could have gone Shamsi, I could have gone Naki, I could have gone quite a few other players, but the fact that somebody like a Rabada would have proven that he's definitely a force to be reckoned with on pitches that are helping pacers, I am going to go with him and say that he's usually very economical, so Rabada will play an important role in there. And now we're at our favorite team, the West Indies. Victory for the West Indies. So the 3 players that I'm looking at for West Indies, we have Alzarri Joseph. Right, Alzarri Joseph, he has been bowling extremely well over the last last probably 15 months or so in ODI especially, and he has picked up in T20 cricket quite well. So Alzari, Nicholas Pooran and Brandon King. So those are the players that I am looking at that will need to do their part. You understand? Kyle Mayers and all of these guys. You have the Kyle Mayers, you have the Ravman Powell, Jason Holler. All of these guys are expected to do their thing about. These are the three players that I am working with. Alzari, Joseph, Pooran and King. These are the players to watch. I just have a feeling that they are going to come good. You understand? For Namibia now, we know David Visa is definitely a good player. Will be looking to lead Namibia from the front and show that here what might be associate nation, but we are definitely capable. And there's another player that I would have seen. I think it was the last World Cup. He was there. Ruben Trumpelman, I think his name is, from Namibia. He's definitely going to need to do some work for them also. I think he's a left arm pacer, and if I'm not mistaken, he was actually born in South Africa, but he's now playing for Namibia. So those are the two. And for Netherlands, you have Tom Cooper and Fred Carlsen. Yeah, right. These are two guys that are expected to go out there to show that they have been playing the game for a little while and to try and get their team out of the qualifying round into the final stage. Where Scotland is concerned now, Richard Berrington is there, and we have people like Sheriff and Mark Watt. We would have seen these guys playing T20 cricket before, and they are definitely talented players. So they are there. As I said, I don't watch these teams a whole lot, so some of the names I am definitely not going to be familiar with all of the names in the squad. Where Zimbabwe is concerned now, their captain Craig, he's definitely going to need to step it up and to lead from the front if his team is to show any sort of fight to try and get out of that first round to get into the final round. Afghanistan now, quite a few players where Afghanistan is concerned that could play key roles, right? You have people like Mohamed Nabi, you have Mujib there also, and Rashid Khan. So those are the three that I am going to be working with. There are quite a few more T20 superstars on this Ireland team that I could have gone with, but those are the ones that I'm going to be working with. And where Ireland is concerned now, we have George, right? George Dockrell. This man has been playing for quite some time. And we also have Harry Tector. I think he's a third generation cricketer, if I'm not mistaken, where representing Ireland is concerned. And we have the one and only Paul Sterling, who seems as if he has lost his form. He was in the CPL recently and he didn't do too well. So he will want to definitely show his worth on the international stage. So yes, my viewers and subscribers, that is my list right there. Those are the players that I expect to really shine for the teams, or if not even shine, these are the players that can decide whether or not their teams are going to do well or going to have a long run in this tournament. But as per usual, the comment section is there. You can go into the comment section and let me know what you think. Let me know the players that you are thinking that will definitely need to be on their A game for their teams to do well. Big up on yourself. I will touch base later.